The world is changing. This change creates opportunity. Long-term global demographic and climatic trends have highlighted the need for urgent attention to be paid to the management of our resources in order to secure a sustainable future with energy, food, and water security for all. These megatrends have been the catalyst for the greatest economic opportunity of our generation as technology transitions us to a globally efficient economy. It is forecast that the global population will balloon from around 6.8 billion currently to over 9 billion by 2050. With an ever-increasing number of people comes an ever-increasing need to increase food production. To ensure food security for this enlarged population, the United Nations have forecast that long-term global food production will need to increase by 70% on arable land that has been declining 0.4% per year since 1970. Climate change is also having a marked impact on food production, with every 1 degree increase in temperature reducing agricultural productivity by 10%. The aggressive targets for increasing yields on decreasing agricultural landmass to ensure food security can only be met through technological innovation, ensuring efficient management of both land and water resources. As the population grows, there is a growing trend for urbanisation, with more than 50% of the world's population now living in cities. Expanding cities make huge demands on the environment, with agricultural land reductions, pollution of waterways, and increased production of waste to meet growing cities' demands for food, water, and energy. The pronounced impact this is having highlights the need for greater efficiencies. Infrastructure globally in the next decade will not be viable in its current state. It is forecast that $42 trillion will need to be spent over the next 20 years on infrastructure alone. Other than being a basic human right, water is the primary contributor to health, food production and security, sanitation, energy and industry globally. Urbanisation, industrialisation and climate change are moving us towards a position of acute physical and economic water scarcity. Agriculture accounts for 70% of global water consumption, highlighting the need for agricultural efficiencies to manage this precious resource through equipment enhancements such as better irrigation systems. Industrial activity accounts for 20% of global water consumption, and increasing activity is resulting in pollution of our waterways and our soils. Along with stringent policies preventing this water abuse is the need for technological advancements in treatment and reuse of industrial wastewater. 1.6 billion people already suffer from water shortage globally and are suffering from the health effects of poor water quality. According to the United Nations, water consumption will increase 40% by 2025. This means that purification systems must become increasingly more efficient. Expanding cities combined with energy security concerns has heightened the focus on transport efficiencies, increasing congestion, which increases fuel consumption. 60% of all oil consumption in OECD countries already comes from the transport sector and is responsible for 25% of all global carbon dioxide emissions. With car ownership and trucking activity forecast to double between now and 2050, combined with air travel increasing fourfold, companies that create more efficient transport solutions will flourish. This has highlighted the need for a new approach to the design of transport systems and a vehicle design with fuel-efficient technologies, more efficient battery applications, and streamlined public transportation, providing huge growth opportunities globally. Energy efficiency is one of the most important fuels of the future. With demographic change and economic growth also comes increasing energy consumption. The more energy we use, the more efficient we have to become at producing and consuming it. According to the International Energy Agency, global energy consumption is set to increase 50% between 2004 and 2030. Electricity is the fastest growing component of global energy demand, with consumption set to increase 150% by 2050. By reducing energy demand, improvements in energy intensity are estimated to deliver a 30% cut in primary energy consumption. With 40% of all energy use coming from buildings, companies that advance building efficiency and performance represent an unprecedented investment opportunity. Currently, the majority of global energy production comes from coal and oil, placing a strain on our natural resources. This brings into focus the issues of peak production and energy security. With around 70% of the United States oil needs being imported and the world approaching or surpassing peak production, this is unsustainable. Alternative fuel sources and technologies need to be developed. Natural gas, nuclear and renewable energy sources will all contribute to the emerging new energy revolution. Exciting advancements such as energy recovery from readily available waste products will ensure more efficient energy production and more efficient management of our natural resources going forward. Such an energy revolution will not only enhance global energy security but promote enduring economic growth and tackle environmental challenges such as climate change, not to mention break the long-standing link between economic growth and carbon dioxide emissions. This new energy revolution is seeing unprecedented global investment in alternative energies, low-carbon fuel-efficient technologies, and efficient energy infrastructure. These megatrends of climate change, population growth, urbanisation, food, water, and energy security are reshaping investor, consumer, and government behaviour. With an ever-changing world comes constant opportunity. The growth opportunity of today is investment in those industries, companies, and technologies that preserve our resources, reduce, recycle, and reutilise our waste to transition us to a sustainable and efficient global economy.